When you're ready to complete your registration, you'll click on the Start Registration, which will give you another checklist of the information that we'll require. And then go ahead and click on Register. Once you click on Register, the form will populate right here, and then you'll be able to start completing information regarding your business. You'll need to include your legal business name, specify your organization type. Certain requirements will vary depending on your organization type, so keep that in mind. For example, there's private company, public, sole proprietor, nonprofit, and government agency. The big difference between private-based company and sole proprietor is that you do need to include an EIN if you specify that you are a private-based business. Then you'll need to include the vertical or industry that your company is based in. And if your DBA or your brand name is different than your legal name, you'll need to include it here as well. And of course, here's the EIN. Once you've put in your EIN number, make sure to attach a SS4 approval letter from the IRS to verify the validity of your EIN. Then you'll include your address, your business address information. Make sure that the information that you listed here does match your IRS record or your governing agency record if you are filing from outside of the United States. Then you'll want to put in the primary contact information. So the person that you'll want to put here is either yourself or someone that can verify these information regarding your business, as we may reach out to you at some point to verify information or ask for additional information. Something to keep in mind, the phone number needs to be a mobile-based number so that we can send you verification messages as needed. Then it'll go into your intended SMS use. So for majority of you who are our business-based customer, your use case will most likely fall under the UCAS low volume. And that's typically the one that we recommend, but of course there are additional options if your business has other use cases as well. Then you'll outline your typical use. So really describing what your use case is, the purpose of your message, whether you're using it for appointment reminder, customer care, or answering customer questions, etc. Then you're going to input in your call to action message. For most case, for business customer, you can use the keyword, right? And explaining by the customer would opt in by texting subscribe or start to the phone number that you've specified for your business. If you choose keyword as your call to action message here, then keep that in mind as you fill out the subscriber opt-in section. And then here you'll note if you're going to be using a toll-free for messaging. Something to keep in mind, if you choose this option and then say yes, that will redirect you to the toll-free process, which the timing for that can vary. And then in this section is all about opt-in. So you're just confirming whether you do enforce the opt-in within your business. If you're using keyword, like I mentioned above, you'd specify here and then just describe how that mechanism works. The customer text in start to receive messaging from us, something like that. We've also gone ahead and pre-filled in some basic keywords that you can use for your business if you choose. Otherwise, if you already have existing keywords, you can of course change these here. In the special use case section, this is really all about acknowledgement. We want to make sure that the message content that you send aren't prohibited and are within compliance. So it's just really acknowledging those pieces. Once you've completed that process, you do need to provide 3 sample message of what your typical communication with your customer is going to be like. And then the last question is about your estimated message volume. Typically for business customers, you probably won't consume more than 1,000 message. But of course, that will vary depending on your type of business. Once you've completed the form, you'll want to hit submit. Go back to the top here. After you hit submit, you can follow up on your registration here under the registration status. Once you've submitted, it will show what status you're currently in. It's not going to display here since I didn't create a submit. But as it moved through the registration process, it will be updated here. We'll be reaching out to you and requesting additional information as well if that's needed. We do recommend that as you're filling the registration form to verify all the information regarding your business so that it minimizes the time from submission to approval.